What's going on, guys? It is Anthony with Top String Lacrosse. We're back with you to break down and review the all-new ECD Lacrosse Focus Tie Lacrosse Shaft. Now, for those of you that might not have been around for a while, this is actually not the first shaft that ECD has put out in the metal material, but it is their first tie. So let's get into the details with you guys. And the first thing we're going to get into is going to be the material of the Focus shaft. And as I said, this is not the first metal handle that ECD has released. They previously had a Focus released about 8 years ago, and that was just a Scandium material shaft. With this new Focus shaft, it is going to be a tie Scandium Titanium. So you're going to get that perfect blend of weight and durability with that tie, and this is going to be a nice addition to the line of ECD handles. This is the one thing they were really missing in that line. And the next thing up is going to be the player profile for who is the ECD Lacrosse Focus tie Lacrosse Shaft for. Now, these are only going to come in 30-inch lengths, no 60-inch lengths. So these are specifically going to be for those attack midi players that want no flex whatsoever on their shots. So very accurate, very consistent with those. And some of those players that break a lot of those carbon composite handles, this is something that they're going to be looking for. Now, just as always with metal, nothing is ever not going to break. You might see some dents and dinks with these types of things, but going to be much more consistent than a typical carbon composite handle. And the next key point with the Focus tie shafts is going to be the weight. And we always know it's an important question that we get when it comes to shafts and heads. So the weight of the Focus tie with the full sliding end cap from ECD with the insert and the slide, it's going to come in at 5.7 ounces. And if you're one of the guys that likes to just use the insert on the bottom and some tape up, it's going to come in at 5.35 ounces. So very light. And again, with that tie mixture, you're getting that light feel, but also the durability of that handle. And the next thing with the Focus tie shafts is going to be the feel and the shape of these handles. The first thing is going to be with the feel of the handles. ECD is calling this a sandblasted feel to the grip, and realistically it's a nice soft feel all the way through. If you're someone that has used like say an Epoch handle or that has that full sand grip to that, that's not exactly what sandblasted is. This just has a nice soft feel to it, a little bit of texture, but nothing too gritty where maybe if you use one of those Epoch handles and that's what you think a sandblast might be with ECD's iteration. And the next thing is going to be the shape of the Focus tie. And there you're going to go with the control shape to this. So it has those indent all the way through it. Nice to get your finger grip all the way in there. So if you've maybe used the LTX 2.0 or the Carbon 3.0 speed, that's going to be the same exact shape all the way through there. So you're going to have a lot of feel and control on top of these handles. And the last key detail on the Focus tie is going to be the look of these handles. And they are going to come in black, silver, and this really cool gold, and the really nice details. They're nice and clean all the way through. You have the ECD Lacrosse logo on the bottom third of that. In the middle, you have this really cool stripe going from thinner to thicker, and then you have Focus at the top third, and then the nice crab claw at the top. So nice clean look to them. I think they're definitely gonna pop when you see these things. So nice look to the Focus tie handles. So to wrap up all the key details of the ECD Focus tie Lacrosse Shaft, this is the first metal handle that ECD has put out in 8 years. The previous Focus was just a Scandium version, and the new version is going to be a full tie Scandium Titanium mixture, so you're getting a nice balance of weight and durability. For the weight aspect, with just the end cap insert, it's going to weigh in at 5.35 ounces. With the full sliding end cap portion as well, it's going to weigh in at 5.7. The next thing with this is only going to come in 30-inch handles, not the 60-inch. So it's going to be for attack midi players that are looking for a very consistent shaft with no flex on it, and they're looking for a little bit more on the durability scale. As far as the feel and the shape, it's going to have that sandblasted feel, not a gritty texture, but a nice sandblasted smooth feel. As well, it's going to have the control shape, so you have those finger indents, and you could really have a hand control on top of the Focus tie. And that wraps up our review and the breakdown of the ECD Focus Tie Lacrosse Shafts. As far as the release information, they will be dropping August 29th at 10 a.m. And for the black, silver, and the gold, they will be retailing for $124.99. You can get yours at each of our Top String Lacrosse locations, as well as shop with us online at topstringlacrosse.com. In the description down below, we'll make sure we put the direct links so you can purchase yours as soon as they release. As always, please make sure that you have us followed, have this feed subscribed, and if you have any questions, leave those in the comments down below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Please, as always, make sure you have us followed on all our social media links. They'll be in the description as well. Thanks for always watching, guys, and we'll see you out there.